the great state of Texas, the one that prides itself upon having everything bigger in it whilst technically being the second biggest state. With many a pow-pow and bang-bang going on within it, it boasts a population of more than 12 people somehow between the bang-bangs. The leadership within the state is at war with the leadership in our next topic, California. I believe all their choices they make are just to contradict theirs. But alas, I am not a professor on Texas actions. I only believe they have everything second biggest. They are very hot, but not the hottest. They are the middle child, constantly overshadowed by every other state's great work at being slightly better, thus they must make Texas chaos everywhere they can to Texas everything so everything can be Texas, since if it's all Texas, Texas is best, but if it's all Texas, Texas is worse, so Texas will probably leave somewhere like Idaho alone since everyone forgets about Idaho. Now with Texas doing Texas things, we can't forget about their great leader Sandy Cheeks. All-powerful Cheeks she is. She is the only reason Texas still can speak, for if it wasn't for them Sandy Cheeks they would have been long forgotten. Now Texas does have some actors in it as well, such as Woody Harrelson, Sandy Cheeks, Owen Wilson, Sandy Cheeks, Tommy Lee Jones, Sandy of Cheeks, and Matthew McConaughey. These are all actors who do Texas things for Texas actor reasons. Texas is also the only state to have police airplanes, which I imagine wouldn't be the greatest at pulling you over and probably aren't that good at chasing you. Maybe they have Texas lassos for Texas airplanes, but if you're gonna lasso, why not use a horse? And why would you use a horse if you can just use a car? Now if you're chasing someone and they are getting away with an airplane, you might want to sit down and rethink your choices as a person, and if that person really is trying to get away from Texas, because this is Texas person doing Texas things, not Florida man doing Florida things. Now you may be wondering if Texas was always like this. Yes it was. Back in the old Texas days of Texas, they used to be known as the Wild, slightly west, mostly middle west. They had famous outlaw Doc Holliday, who was awesome, but everyone else was rather lame, like John Selman, John Wesley Hardin, Sam Bass, and King Fisher. Texas produced some of the second best Wild West outlaws. The best ones, however, were mostly from different states. Now what Texas produces is stuff like eggplants, watermelons, and pecans. They probably make eggplants for marriage reasons, pecans so they can actually make some nut, and the watermelons so they can finally see a melon. It doesn't help if they don't give Miss Cheeks enough nuts, they will then lack their own cheeks down in Texas. Now you might be wondering, has Texas ever done anything cool? Maybe involving some sort of Alamo, probably, but there is a funnier story. The Texas once sunk half of itself to provide support to Ally forces on the shores of some peaceful beach in some War of Worlds. But alas, wasn't a Texan who was in charge. The man in charge was Jose M. Cabanillas, a man from Puerto Rico. So Texas still is stuck doing almost best, always behind somewhere else. Texas, the almost biggest state, which has been tossed around under like Six Flags since it's never wanted to be kept.